So today we're going to work on lesson 9 and we're going to first write the time using AM or PM. So for this part we need to estimate. Let's look at number 1. So from noon to the midnight it's going to be PM, and from midnight to noon on the next day it's going to be AM. So for number 1 it says the time going to bed, so 8:45. It's going to be PM since it's before the midnight and it's between the noon. And let's get number 2. For number 2 it says the time school ends and it's 3:10, so it's also PM since it's between the noon and the midnight. Let's look at number 5. For number 5, it says the time when moon shines. And it's going to be 10:15, so it has to be at night. So it's also going to be PM since it's before midnight, but it's after the noon. And let's move on to number 7. For number 7, it says the time eating breakfast, and it's 8. And you eat breakfast in the morning, so it's going to be AM since it's before the noon and it's after the midnight. And lastly, let's look at number 9. For number 9, it says recess and it's 10:17. And you have recess before the noon, so it's going to be AM. Let's move on to the next page. So for this page, we need to classify these triangles through checking the relevant boxes. So for a scalene triangle, we're going to have all different sides, and isosceles triangles have 2 equal sides, and equilateral triangle has all equal sides. And right triangle is going to have 90 degrees, and acute triangle is going to have less than 90 degrees. And lastly, obtuse is going to be more than 90 degrees. So it's going to open a lot. Let's look at number 1. So for the first one, it has all different sides. So it's going to be scalene triangle. And now we need to identify whether it is right, acute, or obtuse. And since it has about 90 degrees, it's going to be right triangle. Let's look at the second one. For this one, it has 2 equal sides and 1 different side. So it's going to be isosceles triangle. And since it has small angles, it's going to be acute. Let's look at the fourth one. For this one, it has all equal sides. So it's going to be equilateral triangle. And it also has small angles. So it's going to be acute triangle. Let's move on to the next page. So for this page, we need to find the missing number. Let's look at number 1. So for number 1, we have 1/4 blank equals to blank nickels. So 1/4 is going to be 25 cents, so 0.25. And nickels is going to be 5 cents, which is going to be 0.05. So if we add 5 of them, 0.05, we're going to get 0.25, which is equal to 1/4. So 5 of them, 5 of nickels is going to equal 1/4, so we need to write 5 nickels. So 1/4 equals to 5 nickels. Let's look at number 2. For number 2, we have 5 pennies. So 5 pennies is 5 cents. And 1 penny is going to be 1 cent. Nickels is 5 cents again. So it's 0.05. They're already equal. So 5 pennies is going to be 1 nickel. Let's look at number 9. For number 9, we have 2 dimes equals to blank nickels. So 1 dime is 0.10, which is 10 cents. So if you add 2 of them, we're going to have 20 cents. And 4 nickels is going to be 0.05 each. And then we need to have 4 of them in order to get 0.20. So if we add 4 of them, we're going to get 20 cents. Therefore, 2 dimes equals to 4 nickels. Let's move on to the last page. So for this page, we have word problems. Let's look at number 1. For number 1, it says Taylor has $1 bill, 5 quarters, 2 dime, and 2 nickels. Using exact change, what is a possible way to pay for a goldfish that costs $1.35 with using the least number of coins? So we need to use the least number of coins. So we need to first look at the biggest one. $1 bill is going to be 1. And we have 5 quarters, and each quarter is going to be 0.25. So we need 1 quarter. And if we add $1 bill and 1 quarter, we're going to get $1.25. Now we need only 10 more cents. So we're going to use dime since each dime is going to be 0.10. So if we add 1 dime, we're going to get $1.35. So now he can pay for the goldfish, which is $1.35. So we used one $1 bill, and we used 1 quarter. Lastly, we used 1 dime. So that's the answer for number 1. Thank you.